For centuries, a monumental secret was hiding in plain sight in Tabasco, Mexico. It was so enormous, so integrated into the landscape, that people walked right over it without ever realizing what lay beneath their feet. This hidden wonder is called Aguada Fenix. It is a massive ceremonial center built by the ancient Maya people. The discovery was not made with shovels and brushes in the traditional way. Instead, scientists used a revolutionary technology called LiDAR. This amazing tool is like a high-tech X-ray for the landscape, allowing archaeologists to see through dense jungle canopies and layers of soil. It completely changed our understanding of this region's past. LiDAR technology works by shooting millions of laser pulses from an airplane down to the ground. These light pulses bounce back, creating an incredibly detailed three-dimensional map of the surface. By digitally removing the trees and vegetation from this map, archaeologists could finally see the true shape of the land underneath. What they found was absolutely stunning. A gigantic, rectangular platform emerged from the data, a structure so large it defied all previous ideas about early Maya civilization. This discovery, announced in 2020, marked the moment we found the oldest and largest monument in the entire Maya world. The site had been known to local residents, but its true scale was impossible to grasp from the ground. It just looked like a series of low, rolling hills stretching across the cattle pastures. This is a perfect example of how technology can open up entirely new frontiers in exploration. Without LiDAR, Aguada Fenix might have remained hidden for many more years, its story untold. This method allows researchers to scan vast areas quickly and precisely, pointing them directly to significant features that demand closer investigation. It's a game-changer for finding ancient sites lost to time. The initial discovery was just the beginning of the adventure. Once the LiDAR maps pointed the way, archaeologists went to the site to confirm the findings. They conducted excavations, digging into the massive platform to understand its construction and age. Radiocarbon dating of charcoal samples found within the structure revealed its incredible antiquity. The evidence showed that construction began around 1100 BC, pushing back the timeline for major Maya architectural projects by centuries. This single discovery sent shockwaves through the world of archaeology, forcing a complete re-evaluation of how this great civilization began. The sheer scale of Aguada Fenix is almost impossible to comprehend. The main platform is a colossal artificial plateau, stretching nearly 1.5 kilometers long and 400 meters wide. It rises between 10 and 15 meters above the surrounding landscape, a testament to incredible human effort. To put its size into perspective, the total volume of earth and clay used to build it is greater than that of the Great Pyramid of Giza in Egypt. This was not a small project. It was an undertaking of epic proportions that required immense planning, coordination, and a massive workforce dedicated to a common goal. Building this monument was a monumental task that likely spanned generations. Scientists estimate that the construction of Aguada Fenix required between 10 and 13 million workdays to complete. This work was likely carried out over a period of about 200 years. The builders did not have beasts of burden or wheeled carts. Every basket of earth and clay had to be dug out and carried by hand to the construction site. They sourced their materials from large pits dug nearby, which they then cleverly engineered into a system of canals and reservoirs to manage water in the area. The construction process itself was highly sophisticated. Excavations revealed a fascinating method where the builders filled tens of thousands of small, meter-wide cells with different colors of earth. This suggests that the work may have been divided among many different family groups or communities. Each group might have been responsible for filling their assigned sections. Once these cells were filled, the entire structure was covered with a final uniform layer of earth, unifying the contributions of the many into a single massive platform. This communal approach is a key clue to understanding the society that built it. This incredible feat of engineering was accomplished by a society that was just beginning to transition from a nomadic, hunter-gatherer lifestyle to a more settled, agricultural way of life. They did not have powerful kings or a rigid social hierarchy forcing them to work. Instead, it appears the construction of Aguada Fenix was a voluntary, communal effort. People from across the region likely came together during certain times of the year to contribute to this shared, sacred project. The monument itself may have been the very thing that brought these scattered groups together and helped form a more complex society. Aguada Fenix was not a bustling city where thousands of people lived year-round. All the evidence suggests it was a massive ceremonial gathering place. People would travel from the surrounding areas to congregate on top of its vast platform for important community events, rituals, and ceremonies. The site was designed to bring people together. Its open, accessible nature stands in stark contrast to later Maya cities, which often had exclusive palaces and temples reserved for the ruling elite. Here, the focus was on communal participation, a place where everyone could take part in the spiritual life of the community. One of the most significant features of Aguada Fenix is its astronomical alignment. On the eastern side of the main platform, there's a special arrangement of smaller mounds known as an E-group. This is the oldest example of such a complex ever found. These structures were carefully positioned to act as a giant astronomical observatory. From a western pyramid, observers could watch the sun rise over different mounds on specific important dates throughout the year, such as the solstices. This alignment directly connects the site to the sophisticated calendars the Maya would later become famous for, linking time, agriculture, and cosmology. The artifacts unearthed at Aguada Fenix provide further clues about the activities that took place there. Archaeologists discovered caches of precious objects that were likely left as ceremonial offerings. These included beautiful axe heads carved from jade, a stone that was incredibly sacred to the Maya and associated with life, fertility, and power. The presence of jade indicates that the people of Aguada Fenix were part of a larger trade network, as the nearest sources of jade were hundreds of kilometers away in Guatemala. These offerings show that the rituals performed here were of the highest importance. Other finds hint at a deep connection to later Maya cultural practices. Pottery found at the site is very similar in style to ceramics from Cebu, an early Maya city located far to the southeast. This suggests a close cultural relationship and the sharing of ideas between these two regions. The discovery of a possible bloodletting tool also links Aguada Fenix to a core ritual of later Maya kings and nobles. However, at this early stage, such practices may have been performed as part of community-wide ceremonies rather than by a single powerful ruler, reinforcing the site's communal purpose. One of the most fascinating aspects of Aguada Fenix is what it tells us about early Maya society. The site was built around the same time that the Olmec civilization was flourishing at their capital of San Lorenzo. The Olmec are famous for their hierarchical society, ruled by powerful kings who were immortalized in giant stone heads. But at Aguada Fenix, there is no evidence of such a ruling class. Archaeologists have not found any grand palaces, rich tombs, or statues of powerful leaders. The only sculpture found is a small, humble limestone carving of an animal, a peccary. This lack of elite indicators suggests a radically different kind of society. The construction of Aguada Fenix was likely organized and carried out by the community as a whole. It appears to have been a collective effort, driven by shared beliefs and a common purpose rather than the commands of a king. This discovery challenges the long-held idea that you first need a powerful government and social inequality to undertake massive construction projects. At Aguada Fenix, it seems the opposite was true. The act of building the monument itself may have been what forged a more complex, organized society. The design of Aguada Fenix shows that its builders were aware of the Olmec. The concept of a massive rectangular artificial plateau is similar to the layout of the Olmec Center of San Lorenzo. This suggests that the early Maya people adopted and adapted architectural ideas from their neighbors. However, they imbued these forms with their own distinct social and cultural values. While the Olmec used monumental architecture to glorify their rulers, the people of Aguada Fenix created a space for everyone, emphasizing community and shared ritual over individual power. Ultimately, the discovery of Aguada Fenix fundamentally rewrites the story of how Maya's civilization began. It pushes the origins of monumental Maya architecture and complex ceremonialism back by several centuries, to around 1100 BC. It shows that the path to civilization was not a single gradual process, but could take different forms. Instead of a slow evolution, it suggests that major social and organizational changes could happen relatively quickly, spurred on by large-scale communal projects. Aguada Fenix is a powerful reminder that there are still incredible secrets waiting to be discovered, secrets that can change everything we thought we knew about the past.